Hello, everyone. I have a really short time, so this will be short and sweet. We made a tool to make companion websites for surveys, and it's called Indy Survey Tool. So basically, at one point in our lab, we were doing 3 surveys at once, and we absolutely needed a way to easily navigate the data that we were collecting. And we were especially interested in seeing correlations between the different classifications that we used for our papers. Surveys contain massive amounts of data, and we absolutely needed a way to organize it. Plus, we have the power of visualization in our hands. Can we leverage it to make all these data more accessible, to make the correlations stand out, for instance? Thus, our design requirements were that one, the correlations had to be particularly visible, particularly easy to access, and easy to use as filters for the data that we had. And two, because we were doing 3 surveys on different topics at once, we needed the tool to be as easy to reuse as possible. So we made it easy to use for others too, with as little coding involved as possible. As we know, building websites is fun, but time consuming, and it uses precious time that you might be instead spending on adding more papers to your surveys or doing more in depth analysis. This is not the only tool that does this. You might have stumbled in the past on Surveys, another similar project, which makes it easier to build websites for surveys. Surveys is awesome and has been used a number of times, but it does not have an emphasis on correlation. With the massive amounts of data that we had, we really needed to have correlation matrices front and center. Thus, here's the result. This is an example that we made for one of the surveys we had. So on the left, you have the filtering functions. On the center, you have your list of papers that you can scroll. And on the right, you have the correlation matrices that we wanted so much. Everything is interconnected, so by filtering something from the correlation matrix, the filters on the left are also updated, and you can explore your filtered papers nicely in the middle. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a few quick steps to make your own survey website. So, you just download the repository from GitHub. Go into the directory and follow the running web page commands. So the first thing that you want to do is run npm install, npm run prepare. So you can update the dev libraries. npm run dev. You find the localhost address. Now, what you have is a web page that contains dummy data to test that everything is working. So you can use any knowledge management software to handle your data. We use Notion because we like it, but you can use anything you want. The thing we want is a CSV file storing all the metadata from the papers you collected. So you just drop the CSV file in the folder, you fix some configuration, and finally you have your survey website ready to be stored in a repository and ready to be shown to the world. And if you want to hack it a little bit to add more visualizations, you can always do it like I did with mine. I wanted some timelines for the features in my paper to see if some things were like trending more recently, so I added them. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Here's the link to the repository, and here is a couple of online examples of how we used it.